Los Santos sleeps, there's only one person who keeps his finger to the pulse. Beck Hart. Who else can bring you up to the minute news while on his 5th cup of coffee? This is Weasel News, and this is the Pulse.
Hello, residents of Los Santos and the people of San Andreas. This is Beck Hart, nestled comfortably in his 2 a.m. time slot to bring you the important, late-breaking news going where other news stations are too afraid to tread. In lieu of having multiple topics, I want to bring a very important story to the forefront of our viewers so you can make your own judgments and conclusions. What you are about to see is completely real and only somewhat edited. Viewer discretion is advised.
That's good.
Misunderstood, falsely labeled, dangerous? Some have referred to the BATHSHEBA family as a cult. Others have called them the saviors of Los Santos. To fully understand this religious organization and its followers, I was able to get in touch with their leader, wizard prophet SCOOBIE BATHSHEBA, to find out more about this mysterious group.
Well, that would be a few years ago when I was high off on my mind of LSD and cocaine. I saw a man come up in the skies, and I just saw it. I was like, that's Flark. You know, he talked to me. He told me the truth. He told me the things in between. He told me what I need to work on as a family and build a family. He told me that there is one thing only that he wants me to bring, and that is the truth of family matter. And that's what I'm doing. I'm building a family along with Shag, me and him together, united as one.
Yeah.
We get our religious sentiment. We get our religious sentiment through, if you will, violent terms, if you will.
Violent terms meaning?
Well, I mean, I've killed people before. I've kidnapped people before. I don't mind hacking off a head or two.
Illicit die.
On the same body.
Some county commissioners believe that this is a case of racketeering and using the followers in order to gain profit. By the profit.
I don't get any financial benefits for hosting a family of this size. If anything, I'm losing money because if somebody needs a radio, I'll give them money for a radio from the donations we received from our preschool.
I'm sorry, your preschool?
Yeah, that's how
yes,
we're gonna build a
yeah.
preschool for Ronnie and the baby that's in Rose that I don't think is dead yet, and then any other kids who can't do it.
Bert, I want you to catch this part real clear, okay? Piers Hardy, the sheriff, impregnated that woman right behind you. Pan to her.
Jeez.
She has his baby inside her stomach.
Would you like to share a message for the sheriff who has impregnated you?
Kill the bitch.
Anything you'd like to share? Anything that your baby would like to share?
Hi, my name is Rose BATHSHEBA, and I am pregnant, as you can see. The guy that impregnated me is Piers Hardy, but I'm gonna need money for my baby, and we need money for Ronnie too, and their preschool. So I would like Piers Hardy to pay because it's his kids after all. So if you can send us some money, that would be really appreciated. Thank you.
I did have nervousness going into this interview, but was it because they were dangerous or misunderstood? Okay, is there...
Interview.
Well, this is where the interview is going to be.
Okay, that's fine. I was just wondering if you wanted to kind of show me around the place. Since is this where you hold church?
We can later.
Okay.
This is where we hold church.
Okay, so you hold it in here. It was only after the interview had concluded that I realized I had been locked inside by the BATHSHEBA family.
LUGNUT wants to ask you a question, Mr. Beck Hart.
Yes, go ahead.
Are you a believer? And a supporter?
I want you to think really hard about this.
I want you to think really hard about this question as well.
I would definitely like to learn more. It was at this point that the wizard prophet SCOOBIE BATHSHEBA was starting to get concerned about where the interview was going. Not understanding my intentions, he made his abundantly clear.
Hey, can you cut the camera real quick? Cover it up.
Yeah. After clearing some information up between the two of us, it escalated further.
If you laugh at some shit again, or you think it's some type of fucking joke, or you try to call me a cult, or you try to make me out to be some type of nobody, I will literally keep you here, and I will do horrible, horrible things. I get it, and I appreciate that you want to be some reporting bitch, okay? I get that, I appreciate that honest living, but I don't want you to, this is not going to be a negative thing, towards the BATHSHEBA family. Do you understand me?
Yes, sir. No, I apologize. When I ask these questions, just to clarify for everyone, when I ask these questions, I'm trying to give you an opportunity to defend and explain yourself to people who have not taken the opportunity to kind of understand who you people are and what your family is about. So I hope you don't take my questions as accusations, because by no means are they. It's simply an opportunity to respond to people who may be critics of what you're doing out here.
Yes.
LUGNUT says that all those people should come to church.
I'll say it right now. Our whole mission is to keep the order of Florida in line. That means that unless you do not convert to being a believer or a supporter of the BATHSHEBA faith, then that means death to all cops, death to all medics, and death to everyone that is not a believer of the faith.
I love you.
And to clarify, do you want that included, or are you just like talking to me? Do you want that included as part of the interview?
Oh, included, baby.
Because this was the first I had heard that there were, I guess, a violent aspect to your religion.
Well, a lot of times we go around and we try to do as much as we can in terms of, as far as spreading the faith, right? But as soon as somebody interferes with my family and tries to injure one of us or tries to take one of us to jail, there's going to be fight back. I don't want there to think that there will never be consequences for their actions against the BATHSHEBA faith. I am here, a wizard prophet, to protect every single person inside this room, believer and supporter. But it is not my responsibility to take over and listen to non-believers who I could give a shit less about.
While many of their methods sound extreme or even dangerous, the BATHSHEBA family does seek to help others and unify Los Santos. And despite talks of violence, the wizard prophet SCOOBIE BATHSHEBA has been documented as only defending his family and protecting his compound through retaliation and not immediate hostility.
Well, I think it is very important to state that I don't think there's ever been a religion inside this city that has been so influential. We're creating a preschool for the little babies so they don't become no gangbangers or pimps. You know what I'm saying? We're sitting here trying to make it better tomorrow, even if that means it's going to be worse today.
Ultimately, the BATHSHEBA family hosts weekly church sessions and would like to welcome all in the Los Santos area to come and worship the coming of eternal Armageddon. Now, what you make of this family and what you decide to judge or not judge for them is totally up to you. What I would like to say is, they graciously allowed me to come under their compound, showed me around to their church, had conversations with me to help understand who they are, allowed themselves to share and open up about their religious organization, and offer that concept of unity, family, and togetherness in a time of turmoil in Los Santos and San Andreas. This is Beck Hart signing off on The Pulse. Be sure to check me out soon. I'm going to have a smaller segment called Offbeat with Beck Hart. Farewell and good night.
That's good.
You have been watching The Pulse with Beck Hart. See ya, Space Cowboys.
You stinky bitch. You stink of fish.
Damu. What? Her name?
Learn to her name, Winnie.
Wendy's.
Food.